What's going on YouTube? It's Brayzon back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys here today. We unfortunately have no solo battles as well as no solo battle rewards. So they said they are bringing out the solo battle rewards on Wednesday the 26th, I guess it is. And then the solo battles will also start on the 26th this week. So basically what they're saying is they're gonna figure out what they're gonna do, but maybe they'll probably just end up doing like 8 or 9 games, whatever the case is, and then having the rewards be legend for a lower amount. So you should be able to get the same rewards for solo battles this week, but it won't be until Wednesday, as well as the solo battles that'll be for the rewards for next week. Those will start on Wednesday. We don't have any right now. So if we were to click on it, we're not going to be able to see anything as of right now. We are still waiting to get these rewards, like I said. So we'll go ahead and pick those up hopefully Wednesday. And then we'll maybe make a video on it. Just depends on how much rewards we actually get. I don't know if I'll even get enough to make a video on or anything like that, but this video is going to be about what to do right now. So obviously if you're logging in today and you really want to play, but you're usually used to playing solo battles on Monday and you don't have anything to do, what should you do? And I'm going to go over the top things that I think everyone should be doing. This is just for people that maybe are behind on solos and things like that. If you're completely caught up, then it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Of course, you're gonna want to do secondary things like coin making methods, but a lot of times people aren't caught up. So first thing you're gonna want to do is the ultimate legend challenges. I really like doing these. I think these are very important to do, just because they're super easy. Make sure you do all of the releases that you can. Hopefully you've been caught up for the most part. But we can see you get a lot of coins from it. So for instance, if I was to do these last 2 stars, which I didn't do the 135 yards or the 2 touchdowns, but if you were to do those stars, you get an extra 1,400 coins. Even without that, these games go by so fast. It's one game there's 2 full games, and then there's 2 just halftime games, and they're all super, super easy, even on 3-star difficulty, which you don't have to do them on 3-star. You really just want to get the rewards. So you can do them all on 1 star just to get the rewards, but I would just go ahead and do the ultimate legends. I'm assuming most of you guys will be somewhat caught up, maybe like release 3 you've done, maybe not release 4. Actually, you hopefully have done release 4 because it ended on the 22nd for the token part at least. So do release 5. Those shouldn't take you long, maybe I guess 30 minutes or something like that. It's not going to take you long to do all 4 of the games. Next up, after that, what I would do is probably the theme builder 2 over the journey diamonds. And the reason is they honestly are really, really fast to do. So these dream builders, all 32 challenges are super, super simple. A lot of them aren't winning full games or anything like that. Some of them you do have to play like in half or a quarter. But for instance, this one, it's 9 seconds left. You got to pass for 25 yards, get into field goal range, and then just kick a field goal to win it. And then, a lot of them are super simple like that. This one, it says don't allow a touchdown in the second half. Not terrible. But then this one, you're on the 16-yard line, score a passing touchdown this play. So a lot of them are going to take you literally a minute to do. So if they take you a minute, you can get them all done probably in less than an hour, I would say. Depends on how good your team is. But I like this because you get that NAT 95 overall and that NAT 87. And then if you haven't done that yet, what you're going to want to do, which was part of the coin making method that I did post. So some of you guys might have seen this already, but if some of you haven't, hopefully this will help you out. You're going to want to come over here and you'll make a lot of good coins. So what you're going to want to do is choose a team that you want to sell. Don't necessarily choose a team unless you're going to keep the player. For instance, I did the Steelers because I needed Deontay Johnson. I wasn't planning on doing the set, but I need that 95 Deontay Johnson. But if you're someone like, I'm in the theme builders where we want to go. But if you're someone that's just trying to make coins, DeMarcus Lawrence is a pretty good one just that I've seen. Basically, you want to find someone that's going to be pretty expensive, one of the more expensive cards, but then the cards in the set are cheap. So I actually have Jarwin already, which I don't know how I got him. It's kind of luck, I guess. But for instance, I would get Connor Williams and Tyrone Smith from those 2 packs from completing the solos. Then all I would need to do is buy Chris Jones and Kai Forbath. So Chris Jones is about 112,000. Kai Forbath is what is he, like 40,000, I think? Yeah. So that's what, 150,000. You sell DeMarcus Lawrence somewhere between probably 350 to 400,000. Make yourself like 2 to 300,000 right there. Probably about 2, maybe 250. Pretty good amount of coins just for like an hour and a half of gameplay. As you will need a little bit of coins to go ahead and buy those cards. If you do have to buy that Blake Jarwin as well, he's going to be like 10K. So, add an extra 10K to your prices. But I would do that first because the prices are going to continue to drop on those themed diamonds or the themed builder. As soon as we get more cards, obviously those 97s will drop. So I'm going to try to get mine done on my secondary account as well. That way I can get as many coins as possible, and then I can move on from there. After I do that, I would definitely advise to do the Journey Diamonds because this will give you 3 cards to complete if on a Journey Diamond. So it will make it cheaper for those sets as well. So for instance, once you complete these 3, which once again, they're pretty easy to do, at least the play with diamonds are. The diamond showdowns are a little bit longer, but some of these are pretty easy to do. Score a touchdown this drive, run for 20 yards, throw for 30. So you just run maybe one play and then throw for 30 yards or throw for a touchdown basically, and you get it over with. Don't go for the Journey Completion Star unless you really want to, but I would advise not going from that first and just focus on the first 2 in my opinion, or the first 3. That way you go ahead and get those, and it gives you the top 3 for those diamond sets. So if you haven't done those, I will show you the sets real quick. We'll go right here. And if you haven't completed them, it's going to be in Themed Diamonds 2. And then I've already done the Chiefs, but it doesn't really matter which one you do. You'll get the top 3 of them. So they'll give you the Marcus Gilbert, Charles Clay, and Kenyon Drake, or whatever team you do, you get all 3 of them. So you want to figure out which one it'd be kind of cheap to do in a sense, or a card that you really need on your team. For instance, I'm currently trying to build on top of my Steelers team a little bit of a Chiefs themed team. So I did the Will Shields because I knew I was going to add them to the actual team. So it does make it easier. So after you catch up on your solos, those are the newer solos. So I'm hoping that you guys have caught up on the rest of them. And those are kind of some of the ones that you are waiting on. What I would do is make sure you clear out your item binder with non-useful things. So I do this whether it's players, whether it is collectibles, things like that. I basically go through. I know uniforms by this point that I don't need. The uniforms aren't doing anything. I could add this to the set. This doesn't really matter to add 1 to this, as it's not really in the way. But collectibles, this is good to know. I know I have 2 power passes, so I'm definitely going to have to look at that and say, okay, which player do I want to use that power pass on? Uniforms and stuff like that, like I said, I already know I have those cleared out, so I'm not too worried about those. But players, I have 96 players, so you want to figure out, do you have a lot of players that you can actually, get rid of? So obviously up here, pretty much all players I'm going to use. Derek Wolfe is someone I can put into a set or sell, or do I want to quick sell him? You could check him out, see how much he's worth, things like that, because I know I don't need him. So for instance, if I was to sell him right now, I would get an extra 78K. That's actually pretty beneficial to get a 78K. That'll really help me towards, I would end up with 70,000 coins more that I could go ahead and use on different things. And you probably have more than one player if you don't clear out your item binder regularly. Obviously, I have 3 88s right here we could see. And as far as I go down, I'm just going to continue to have more. I have 80s and 70s. For instance, I have a couple power-up cards, so we're going to go ahead and just get rid of them. There's no reason to have them. I already have Rod Woodson on my team, so I literally cannot use his power-up card. It doesn't make any sense. So you might as well get rid of it. Even if it's only 800 coins, it's 500 coins. It's still just something, and it adds up. If you have 10 of them, now you've just made an extra 10,000 coins from pretty much doing nothing. Eric Dickerson, he just got that new card, so I wonder if he's a little bit more. No, because people get it for free, but even then, it's still 1,000 coins, so you can go ahead and sell it for 800 again, or whatever the case is. You make a little bit of coins. Not gonna be a crazy amount, but it's better than nothing. Marcus Peters, I do know I'd probably need him for my Chiefs team, so that's why I'm not getting rid of that. And then what you can do is just exchange any of these other players and go ahead and put them into the sets, on top of any other sets that you may need to complete when that's going on. So let me know if that does help you guys out. Hopefully it kind of gives you direction what to do in the next couple days. Like I said, we don't have solo battles, so I know myself, I'm kind of like, that's usually what I grind on Mondays. So since I don't have that, now I'm going to go to my secondary account and get all the solo challenges done. I think I only need team builders on there, but I'm going to grind those out, and then I'm going to sell him, get the coins. That way I could use that building my teams. So that being said, guys, drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it. Comment down below with any questions. Subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.